日本時間17日に行われたレイズ戦で、ドジャースの大谷翔平がセンター越えへ運ぶ完璧な一撃を放ち、先発左腕ジャスティン・ロブレスキの今季8勝目を大きく後押ししました。試合は、ロブレスキとレイズ先発の右腕ドリュー・ラスムセンが互いに力投し、5回まで両軍無得点のまま進みました。緊迫した投手戦の中で均衡を破ったのは、大谷の一振りでした。6回、先頭打者として第3打席に入った大谷は、初球のカットボールを逃さず捉えます。完璧なスイングで弾き返された打球はセンター方向へ伸び、バックスクリーンへ飛び込む先制ソロホームランとなりました。この一発が試合唯一の得点となり、ドジャースは1対0で勝利。ロブレスキは6回無失点の好投で、今季8勝目を挙げました。試合後には、現地放送や関係者から大谷に称賛の声が相次ぎました。これらの模様を日本語字幕付きでご紹介します。
Well, tomorrow, Shohei Ohtani is scheduled to be pitching for the Dodgers in the noon start series finale. Just a few days ago, he had to sit out the series opener in Chicago because of left knee inflammation. That knee is a big topic of conversation earlier today with Dave Roberts as we head inside the stadium once again. David Bassett joins us live with more on Shohei the pitcher. DB.
All right, John. And yeah, talking about the ABS and Ohtani's last start in Pittsburgh, he had some ABS regret. He felt like he should have challenged a few pitches that could have changed the dynamic of that seventh inning. But the left knee started to flare up in that same start in Pittsburgh. And Shohei said his pitching mechanics caused the inflammation in his left knee. Well, I watched him yesterday. He threw 38 pitches off flat ground, which is a lot more than he usually throws. And then Dave Roberts earlier today went out to watch him get ready for his bullpen session.
I wouldn't say concerned, but I think we're certainly mindful that he wants to be out there. He wants to make his start. But again, the catch play, how he feels, the swelling is completely dissipated. So those signs right there give us confidence that he's going to be fine. But yeah, we'll certainly have a watchful eye though, yeah.
Do you think you might have to watch him during the start, like a little closer than usual, just knowing what he's going through?
I will, yeah. I think that, anyone that has anything kind of potential red flag, certainly be more watching closely. But again, he wouldn't start if we felt that we were going to put him in harm's way.
Like some maybe like mechanical flaws in the way he was landing, led to the knee things or anything that like they identified or like tweaked in his delivery this week.
He was talking about, closing himself off might have kind of added to kind of the stress on the front knee. So there might be like a little tweak to kind of keep it a little bit more straight or open. I'm not sure. But that's kind of, his mechanics are his mechanics. But I don't know if something changed in Pittsburgh, which I doubt. But that's something I kind of heard.
Just want to make sure, is he going to do both?
I haven't decided that yet. We'll see.
Guys, I watched Ohtani throw his bullpen session today. He threw 24 pitches. He threw almost every pitch except his split-fingered fastball. So all is well. The most important part is he came out of that bullpen session with his left knee, not giving him any issues. The only caveat to tomorrow is he may not lead off in DH. Dave Roberts said he was still deciding that.
All right, we'll wait and see on that tomorrow, but a lot to get through tonight in this one, DB. Thank you very much. And we heard Dave Roberts talking about it, Dontrell, where Shohei felt like he was maybe closing himself off, and that was creating some of the left knee inflammation. Do you have any concerns or things that you'll be watching for from him tomorrow after what he went through in the last start?
Well, first of all, the way he be throwing the baseball, he's in the Cy Young race. I don't want him to make adjustments to anything. So that's what first thing that is alarming about this. But also, when you make certain tweaks, that could put stress and strain not only on the elbow, but the shoulder. And you do not want him to be lost, because if he is lost, he's lost offensively and defensively as well. You see the way that he's throwing. No one is spinning the baseball better than him. No one is throwing harder than him more consistently besides Jacob Mizorowski in Milwaukee, that monster. But we love what you're seeing from him, so I don't want him to make adjustments thus far. But you have to take precautionary because Shohei is pitching very well, and it's going to be hard to take the ball out of his hand.
Yeah, the weight that you come down the hill, the worst leg of the two to have a problem with is your landing leg. Your back leg, you can stabilize, you can build off of, you can fall down the hill, but you want to land closed, and you don't want to land too close, and you don't want to be too open. So there's a balance to these stresses, and every time you make an adjustment, there's a different stress to a different part of your body. So I understand there's concern, but he's not injured. Everybody kind of plays hurt. He's not injured. He's probably going to be fine. He can make the adjustments. He understands his body. And if you watch the videos of how he comes through the baseball, when he lands close, and then the heel pops out from the pressure he's putting in from twisting his hips. And then all of a sudden he takes the weight off his leg and he kind of jumps up. And when he does that, that is helping his knee. So hopefully he'll find that rhythm that he'll be fine.
He's been so good all season long. Like you said, D-Train, you don't want him to change too much. You want him to continue to throw the baseball the way he has here in 2026.
To the bottom of the sixth, to the top of the order, Shohei Ohtani leads off. It's a highliner, deep center field. Here it is. Gone. It just takes Ohtani to snap his pitcher stool. Well, the game started to take on that field, and it was going to take something extraordinary to get to one of these two pitchers. And the ultimate trump card right there.
Yeah, 92-mile-an-hour cutter. He jumped all over that thing, 107 miles an hour, dead center. And we haven't seen solid contact off of Rasmussen at all. It just been a lot of softy. You mentioned the 4 hits, 2 of them blooper hits. I wonder if Shohei, ever just, he's walking through the house, walks by the mirror and just says, God, man, I am sweet. Dominate at the plate, dominate on the mound. Do you think he ever, amazes himself? It just sits back and goes, man, I can't believe I did that. I don't think he does. I don't think he probably sees all of this or has seen all of it in his mind.
Rojas thinking to Corte. You check in with Vassay.
Yeah, those two guys got a playful banter going on after mostly Ohtani home runs, but last night Rojas hit his, and he told Ohtani, he pointed to the suite level and asked him whether or not Decoy was in the house. That was their little added celebration these days.
Shohei is 15th, one shy of Max Muncy for the team lead. So serious.
That's right.
Man, those DeCorte ads make me think that it may happen where occasionally he catches himself in the mirror and thinks, looking pretty good.
Damn, I'm weak.
You had to get there occasionally.
Didn't have mirrors.
Yeah, okay.
I avoid those things at all costs nowadays.
They used to work better, didn't they?
It's so true.
That used to work better. Swear they were more accurate when I was in my 20s.
Well, to the bottom half of inning 6, Shohei Ohtani stepping in for the 3rd time tonight. Drew Rasmussen back out there on the mound in the first pitch. A slid on a fly ball to deep center. Simpson's going to run out of room, and that one is gone. On the first pitch, Ohtani hits his 15th home run of the year, lifting that one out to dead center. 1-0 LA.
The pitch that had given Ohtani trouble was that cutter that he uses as a slider. This one catches too much plate. And boy, look at the weight transfer, the power transfer, and that leverage swing of Ohtani. Just lift that ball with ease out there to straightaway center field. I mean, not a stride at all. A weight transfer, and then he catches that ball clean.
First run of the game comes here in the 6th. Well, Ohtani had gone 0 for 7 with 5 strikeouts against Rasmussen. 5 strikeouts before the home run against Drew Rasmussen.
And it was almost like he was waiting. He's like, you know what? My first 2 at-bats, he's got me to swing and miss at that cutter, or that, use it more as a slider to show him. But he got me to swing and miss at that pitch a couple of times in my first 2 ABs. I'm just going to go up there and sit on it because I'm going to see it again.
Yeah.
And he did get the crispest cutter, and he was able to barrel it. I mean, that's just what the great ones do. And I'll tell you what, I think if that's a first pitch fastball strike,